Hello there and welcome back to Bordeaux in our last season of the Bordeaux rebuild. We have some transfer news to go on. We have another record sale. Lucas Pereira, who we signed not too long ago for 14.25 million, and was our record signing, has now gone to Al Ittihad. Honestly, for 21 years old, he's got some good stats, but I think when you're in Bordeaux and you have offers like that, especially with his performances, 21 games, 6 assists and 2 goals, just expected a bit better. He was a youngster, but I think with Bordeaux and our financial trouble last couple of seasons, you definitely don't want to go into anything like that. Dennis Brosius is a Luxembourg goalkeeper we had signed for a free. Sold to a Club Bruges for 850k, rising to 1.3 million. He's never going to really play for us. We've still got 3 goalkeepers better than him. And Diego Leguizamon, who we did sign for a bit of money, but it just doesn't perform for us. Still 20 years old, Argentinian international, is on loan at Beerschot in Belgium with an optional loan to buy from there. So since that last episode, we didn't play too many games. Just the 3-0 win over Strasbourg with Ridier, Varela and Campore getting goals in that one. 0 draw away to Auxerre. Then a 4-0 win over Saint Etienne. Ridier got 2, Campore got 1, and then a Royce there, who's their goalkeeper, getting an own goal. So our first Champions League match since 2009. It's been a big couple of seasons for Bordeaux since then. But this is the team that will play in that one. New signing Tengiuchi starts in goal. Lorenzo are right back with Anselmino and Bayo Varela. Recoup, Barker, Bargi. Midfield starts in attacking midfielder with Ridier and Werdio up front. So then let's look at this Fiorentina team for our first game in the Champions League. Dodo right back, Moise Keane, Hamad Traore, Sergio Dest, Nicola Fagoli. Is that someone I know? Fiorentina are a decent Italian side, but I think we might be slightly better than them. I mean, I guess we'll have to tell them. Fiorentina in their casual purple and us in our blue and white away kit. Right then, Lorenzo on the right hand side, just 6 minutes into this one, to Bargi, on his left foot, cross left foot shot, just over the bar. Lorenzo on the ball, 31 minutes on the clock, still 0-0, first game in the Champions League since 2009, as I said earlier, so this is really when Bordeaux started to crumble, so this is probably where the full rebuild is actually finished. In it to Merveld from Ridier off the post. Buyout. I mean, seems a little bit harsh, but I think this is really where Bordeaux and the rebuild is totally finished. As I said earlier, this is the last season of Bordeaux. Was going to end it last season, but I thought, let's have one more season. We're in the Champions League, and let's get this Bordeaux team in a full circle moment. Traore on the ball, going past Lorenzo. Nice to see the work rate getting back, and shot, but not really yet testing Taniguchi. Enrique down the right. Rudier on his toes. Denies back to Camuso. Back to Enrique on the right. Same with Rudier. Does win it back. Rudier inside to Wergi. Got a lot to do from here. He's going to try. Rudier edge of the box. Through. Rudier on his left foot. Good block by the ginger defender, Camuso. And they end up playing their way. Dodo up to Enrique. Right then, Martinelli on the ball for Fiorentina. Out to Sarr. Surely that's not Malanga Sarr, former Chelsea centre-back. Didn't notice him, but could be him. Ranieri inside to Traore, inside to Denoise. Beltran, good football from Fiorentina. Out to Beltran, chips our goalkeeper Taniguchi and Fiorentina take the lead. Don't say it's deserved, but I don't think either team really deserved to be anything from 0-0. I've had more shots on target, but I think we just need to be a bit more clinical. Today to Ranieri, out to Cassidy again. I think Fiorentina being, say, a little bit more European pedigree, but I don't think either team's got that much pedigree, and especially in the last couple of years. Enrique inside, shot, real across the floor, not really testing Taniguchi. Does play it short though to Mbayo, 60 minutes on the clock still. Varela up to Mirvald. Mirvald outright to Lorenzo. Haven't really had a decent opportunity. We've hit the post and a couple shots. That's not the greatest pass from Lorenzo. Hamad Traore on the left from his gap. Hamad Traore left foot shot. Taniguchi did dive, but was just to make sure it didn't go on target. Lorenzo on the ball. Still 1-0. 72 minutes on the clock now. Mirvald in behind for Van Persie. Pass from Gonzo gives a perfect chance for Shaquille Van Persie on his first Champions League game for Bordeaux, and it's a bit of a catastrophe for him at the end, and we get our equaliser. Chatua up to Helson. Briku's in, but does get the ball back. Lorenzo on Troy's feet. Back to Lorenzo. Bargi inside to Briku. Nice football from us. Mirvald outright to Bargi. Goes past one. Can he get a shot or even find someone? Right foot isn't exactly his strongest. Just deflects off him into the keeper's hands, and they get away with that one. Not sure the best from Bargi. Seems a bit hot and cold recently. Here is Varela. Just 4 minutes left of this one. Still 1-1. I guess first game in the Champions League. Back in the Champions League, you kind of don't expect us to get a win, but out to Campore on the left hand side. We do have a chance to get the win. Into Briku, got lots of work though. Campore from the Swiss juice bench. Keeper tips it off to the post. Campore knocks in. Really is going to chase that one. Decent chance to get the winner in that one. I guess. I think we've got better XG, but I don't think either team really deserves to win this game. Celtic were 2-1 up against Bayern, but did take control of that one. Now 5-2 Bayern lead. And there is a 1-1 draw in our first game back in the Champions League. 1-1 draw, I think it's probably fair. We did have to create the better XG, but I don't think either team deserved to lose that. So then back in league action against RC Lens away from home in this one. A little bit of rotation in this one. Ramos starts in goal, Lorenzo, Anselmo, Bayo and Varela. Briku, Campore, Bargi, Mirvald, Rodier and Shaquille Van Persie, after his goal in midweek, gets the start. So then Van der Voort, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, a little bit of a strange one. Fikayo Tomori as well, Paul Victor, Manol Solomon. Couple of previous Premier League players. Van der Voort, decent goalkeeper as well. Did have, pretty sure, a man of the match performance against us a couple of years ago. Or maybe it was last year. Can't exactly remember. So an early start, Johnson with a free kick. Delacuna to Wan-Bissaka, outright to Benifo. Varela in very nicely. Rudier is back to goal. 4-2 Van Persie. A lot of things to do on from now. Bargi only finds Lorenzo just, but loses out. Again, Johnson. 4-2 Sema. Anselmo out wide. In towards Benifo. Down to Kamara. Johnson as well. Good little bit of possession from Lens. Definitely had a good start from them, especially at home. Galley inside. Shot from distance. Ramos is perfectly behind that. Alright, Bayo on the ball. 3.5 minutes gone on this one. Looks like a very entertaining start to the game. Campore back to Bayo. Varela inside to Mirvald. Bit of a space for Mirvald to turn. Not sure why the passes are all a little bit short. Especially that one was from Van Persie. Briku's in behind. Van der Voort got a touch on it from the crossbar into the back of the net. Briku, what a finish. Not really known for his goal scoring form. Does love a goal earlier in the season. We have our 1-0 lead. Holds to Agbenito on the right hand side. Still 1-0 just before half time. Little, not, well, just a couple of seconds left of this one. Agbenito into Bravo's C. Good hold of play. Sonagri. Seema out to Galley. Galley taking on our defence. And there it's half time. Bravo. Shot. Edge the box. Little bit of suspect on us into the second half. Not sure what that's about. I mean, RC Lens have definitely had a very energetic performance, but I think we just have a slightly bit more quality. I say that as Prudier's pass towards Midveld is a little bit suspect. I think quality in this one's lacking a little bit. Bargy up to Van Persie, past his man, couple of players in the box, finds Bargy, out to Van Persie as well, back heel, up to Midveld, shot is blocked, and RC lands on the counter attack as well, and Dor leads it, out left to Bravo, a little bit of a weird pass out to Wambasaka, to Acuna, out to Dor. Not sure we're playing especially well in this one. Wambasaka to Agbenito, Galley, Agbenito, Wambasaka, Agbenito. Good. I mean, they're trying to break us down, but decent cross into the box. Seema free header over the bar. To Varela on the left. Maybe we can get a second. Doesn't exactly look comfortable in this one. Out to Mirval. Chance to turn. Finds Bargy on the right hand side. Bargy on his right. Chance to cut in. Just absolutely suspect pass again. Agbenito. I think it's just counter-attack against counter-attack at this point. Agbenito to Cunha. Crush the ball to Endor. Outright to Galley. Got us back in position now. Rudier takes him down edge of the box, and that's a free kick. Right, free kick for Cunha. Cunha. Back post to Kamara. And Solminio away. Only to Agbenito though. Down the right this time. Crossfield ball out wide to Bravo. Hits the post again. We're just getting bombarded by Lens at the moment. I just need to hang on in there. Johnson back to Lopez. Out wide to Kamara. Rudier in the ball. In wide to Varela. So that 3-4-3 again. That just can't seem to break down on any format at this time as well. Varela loses the ball way too high. Counter attack. Agbenito's free on the right hand side. Agbenito running at us. Agbenito in behind. Ramos holds up onto that one perfectly. Arsenal's definitely been the better team in this one. Somehow we got a goal, but it's just a matter of time at this point where RC Lens can either we get a foothold into this game or they're gonna get an equaliser, maybe even deserve a winner. Alright, corner from Victor into the box, and Dor free header again for Lens. Just, I mean, luckily for us it's wide, but they've had plenty of chances and we don't deserve to be winning this one. Alright, Arayo, goal, free kick out towards Johnson. Someone pushed him down. I think it might be Anselmino. Penalty for Lens. I mean, if we're not going to give him a chance for open play. It was Mirveld. Great. Alright. If we're not going to let him score, we're just going to give him a penalty and let them score like that. Okay. Alright, then number 10 against Ramos. Paul Victor from the spot. Ramos goes the right way and gets a hand on it, but can't get there. RC Lens just been the bad team in this one. I don't know what it is about us playing in Europe and then playing that second game, but we are not good. Van der Voort holds the ball in the last couple of minutes of this game and just absolute frustration. I know we're a little bit tired, but we should have the squad. Like, Lens are a decent team, but we really should be beating them. Into Barco, in behind for Bargy. We're really going to get an unlikely victory. We have just absolutely robbed Lens. Bargy into Van Persie. Just get 2 goals in 2 games. I think he's just robbed us. 3 points from this one. We do not deserve it one bit. So then Johnson to Cunha to Seema into Victor. In behind for Barrerio. In behind. Good save from Ramos. I mean, we are just getting bombarded by Lens. Full 90 minutes and not even sure how, but we've come out of that with 3 points. That was probably the worst performance I've seen from this Bordeaux side, and somehow we've got a win. But anyway, that is the end of today's episode. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.